We got us one wrong.
Already.
This that motivation right here.
Yes, sir.
You know, the people need that motivation.
Tenfold.
Everybody going through something, you know what I mean?
Already.
The system won't keep you down.
Oh, that's that motivation. Oh, keep your head up.
Okay, family, your boy, better yet your man, Markel Prines is back at it again. I'm going to jump right into it. I want to introduce you to someone, not physically. He's not right here with me at the moment, but he is here with me in one form or another. I want to start out, like I said in my previous video, I want to add a little diversity to the ongoing YouTube videos. So the first thing that I want to bring up is a book writer. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine who's actually an author. He's from India. He actually wrote 2 books, which I have those books here with me. So the first book is called Leading Self and Others. So if you can see that, that's his first book that he actually wrote. I believe it's a little over a year ago. It might have been a little bit longer than that, but as soon as he wrote the book and finished writing it, and as soon as he put it on Amazon, which you guys can pick that book up from Amazon, once again, Leading Self and Others. It's a great leadership book. So as the title says, it says leading self and others. So constantly in our business, we're more focused on the money aspect and building that residual income, and we kind of leave out a lot of the building factors to getting there. The money is a end result of the means that we put forward to get to the money. One of the main keys that you're going to learn in this business, and you have to have tough skin when it comes to this industry of home-based business, network marketing, or whatever you want to call it. You got to be willing to go through the hard parts. You got to be willing to develop as a person first before you can get that money, or whatever end result that you're looking to get. One thing that just came to mind is, you know, they talk about the myth of the lottery or the curse of the lottery. You have people who go out spending money on lottery tickets, scratch-offs, what have you, and they might not be mentally prepared to actually, receive that. They go out, they pick a couple of numbers, and next thing you know, they're millionaires overnight. And the curse of the lottery, they even have a video that's been on TV talking about it. These people get these millions of dollars and then they go blow all the money. And I always think to myself, how the hell can you go out, get $100 million, and next thing you know, 1 to 3 years later or so, you're bankrupt. So yeah, you're worse off than what you were when you first started, when you were broke. To go out spend millions on these big fancy mansions and things like that. Some of them try to use the money wisely, but the majority of them, they go out and blow it because they don't have the proper mindset in order to know what to do with the money. Common sense tells me that if I have $100 million, I'm not going to go out and spend $100 million on cars, houses, things that really don't have any value, or they have value for the moment, but they depreciate and they actually cost you more than what you expected. You pay a couple $1 million for a home, and then you get the nice fancy car, but then a lot of people don't think about the fact that, hey, you got to think about the maintenance on the car. You got to think about what goes wrong in the home, that $1 million home. You got to think about, hey, heating that home and things like that. So all the other things that goes into effect. And then you got to worry about the taxes in the end, the property taxes that's constantly coming. I got a vehicle that I paid off over a couple of years ago, but every quarter I get that little paper in the mail saying, hey, you owe your taxes on this vehicle. So the payments are never really done, depending on where you live. And if you live in one of those areas where you don't really have to worry about that, let me know. Because your boy might be thinking about relocating to something if it sounds good enough for him. But just to give a little intro, once again, so I showed you the first book, The Leading Self and Others. First, you got to be a great leader of yourself, be able to follow principles and be able to instill those principles into yourself and be able to commit to those principles before you can lead others. His second book, which has just been released probably a couple of months ago, as soon as he let me know that that was released, I purchased that on Amazon. It's called Greatness by Choice. I like the cover right there. You see the two doors? You see one door looks black and is leading to what looks like a wasteland. It's just rubble out there. The other door, it's leading to, it looks like a fruitful garden. So you got plants and life in that other door. So this is just something to stick in your mind. I think it's an awesome cover because it lets you know, it goes with the title, Greatness by Choice. You can either choose to go through the door on the left, which is the wasteland, which looks like there's nothing out there, or you can go through the door on the right, which looks like it's a fruitful valley, a fruitful forest where life is, where things can grow out of. So I just wanted to leave you with that quick intro to this great great book writer. He is not somebody that you've seen publicized highly, not one of those best-selling authors. There's a lot of those best-selling authors out there, not to put them down, but they've got their acclaim. They've got their platform where individuals have given them their praise. But I want to be able to give the praise to other individuals who, for lack of a better term, who are unsung. And this is one of those great people. So he's written 2 awesome books, a lot of great information in, and I would hope when this gets out, when the message that he has in his 2 great books that he has so far, that one day it's going to be on the bestsellers list, because I can't see why it shouldn't be. If everything is based off of producing great information and great insight and not just being a highly publicized name, then he should be up there. If it's about content over that individual person or status, so to speak, then these 2 books should be ranked right up there with #1 best-selling books. So I look forward to him getting his acclaim one day, because he highly deserves it. So I'm gonna leave you with that for right now. Going forward, we're gonna dive into these books because I believe that knowledge is good, but applied knowledge is phenomenal. Once you can get the knowledge in your hand and apply it, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing that can be done to stop you. Once again, this is your boy, better yet your man, Markel Prines. Also the entrepreneur that all the gurus will soon learn to hate. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I want to make sure that, hey, we build this channel and build it in the right way, and that the message gets out. So, till the next video.
Yeah. Hey, Chief. We got us one wrong.
Already.
This is that motivation right here.
Yes, sir.
You know, the people need that motivation.
10-4.
Everybody going through something, you know what I mean?
Already.
The system won't keep you down.
Oh, it's that motivation. Oh, keep your head up. Never should you give up, man. I know we going through the rough. That motivation. No lies on your mind. Get hard from time to time. Keep grinding, one day you'll shine. That motivation.